All right, welcome back to the channel. It's Sam here with GSK Wealth Builders, and today we're going to be doing a little search for some DeFi microcap gems. Let's see if we can find some more. But first, let's talk about the market. So Bitcoin is back. Took a little bit of a dip. We don't know how long it's going to be back for, but Bitcoin is back for now. And it's a good thing because people can get excited about the market. There's been some good news recently, a lot of positive news coming out in crypto. So, as China is shutting down markets, you have other markets stepping up to take over. So, you can't count Bitcoin out, and you can't count crypto out. So let me just adjust my phone for a second. So yeah, Des, what up? Crypto Technology, what's up? Hey, what's up everyone in the chat? So if you have any questions, I'll be taking questions a little bit later on. I have a few things I want to talk about today. So yeah, there's quite a few topics going on in crypto right now. So we have, the total market going back up because we have more people bullish on Bitcoin. We had Cathie Wood buying the dip. So Cathie Wood bought more Bitcoin. Michael Saylor always buys the dip. Like, he just always buys. It's actually crazy to see him doing that because he just keeps raising debt. Like, he has a stock and he's just raising debt. He raises $500 million, buys Bitcoin at 35,000. It goes down. He raises another $1 billion, buys more Bitcoin. Raises another $1 billion, buys more Bitcoin. It's crazy. So I believe, coming up, there's people hyping it, like the guys that are irrelevant to the game, but they're, I guess Jack Dorsey's relevant, but like they're relevant to the game, but they're considered like the biggest in crypto. So you got Jack Dorsey trying to debate Elon Musk, I believe, coming up soon at a crypto event. So we'll see. And yeah, let's go from there. So let's look at Bitcoin right now. So Bitcoin holding solid at $35,000, which is that's a good place to be right now because 28, there was a lot of people scared it was going lower. Like I have people telling me it's going to 10. A lot of people putting buy orders at 20, 21. So to see Bitcoin, at 35,000, we'll see where it goes. So if we look at the chart right now, when you zoom out, this is the main thing that I noticed when you zoom out of the chart. So let me just pull that up right quick. I'm on the right side of it. Pull myself on this side. Okay, so when you zoom out from Bitcoin, it's kind of obvious what this chart looks like. Usually the charts are, very symmetrical in the short term before they go back up. So without even going on a real chart program like TradingView, you see this is the run in 2017, 2018, perfect, mountain. Then you have here, some would call this a head and shoulders at the top, right? Or they call this the head and shoulders here. But, this doesn't look that good. I'll tell you that. The chart does not look that good. Because if it was to complete, it would just come back down. And maybe the bottom would be, instead of the bottom here being, 3,900, maybe the new bottom is 10,000 for the winter, but we'll see. The Bitcoin chart does not look good at all. However, the suits could just buy this up. So it really depends on the volume coming in and going out. So the main issue, one of the main issues of volume right now, or one of the main enemies of volume, is the suits. So the banks, the regulators, the politicians, they all don't want Bitcoin to succeed, because if it does succeed, it could, I guess, limit their power or limit their ability to manipulate the markets, because people won't be in the markets that they're in. So that is an issue that they're looking at. That's an issue that they're going to try and change. I don't think they can actually control Bitcoin for much longer. Like they control it now, but that's just because we're almost at mercy to them going from fiat to crypto. I think we need new fiat on ramps, to be able to get in. What is going on with my face? Yo, why is it sparkling? Okay, Google, lights bright white. That's the lighting. Okay. Okay, so what was I saying again? Yeah. So the fiat to crypto on ramps is a big issue. So Binance in Ontario, anyone who knows Canada knows Ontario is the biggest place in Canada, right? So Binance just shut down. Binance just shut down in Ontario out of nowhere. Um, my guess, yeah, much better. It's the lighting. I had the lighting on like warm, a warm color, and I guess my camera doesn't like that. Eventually, I'll get a better camera. So yeah, following actions against other crypto exchanges. Well, Binance pulled out of Ontario following actions against other crypto exchanges. Binance can no longer continue service to Ontario-based users, the exchange said on Friday. I sent a message, so anyone who's not in the group chat, I sent a message in the group chat, and I was like, yo, if you're on Binance in Ontario, you need to get out, because I know of the Americans, when they locked up the Binance in the States, like someone in New York, he just can't access his coins, and I don't know if it's his fault or not, but um, I don't know if it's his fault or not that he can't get his coins. Like maybe he has to just provide some kind of ID or something. But yeah, there's people in the States who cannot get their coins, and it's a shame because um, you know they deserve better, right? You trust a centralized exchange with your coins, and all of a sudden they just take them. So uh, Quebec is next. Quebec probably doesn't even know what's going on with crypto, really. They're in their own little world. But yeah, I mean, Quebec doesn't do what Ontario does. That's the thing. They just do their own thing. So yeah, Binance updated its terms of service, apologized. So it looks like, it follows publication statement of allegations last week against Bybit. So I guess Binance was coming after Bybit. Now you would come after Bybit because Bybit is like getting people wrecked. Like they have the most ridiculous leverage. I think they got 100x, maybe even 1,000x leverage. Like it's something crazy. And all of a sudden, the Securities Commission is like, yo, shut that down. So Binance is like, we do that too. We do that too. So yeah, we got to get out of here. So in the preceding 30 days, OSC has issued statements of allegations against two other crypto exchanges, Poloniex and KuCoin, claiming they too failed to comply with Ontario regulations. On March 29, they warned the crypto asset trading platforms to operate in the province, they must contact the OSC or face action. So they're like, yo, you need to talk to us. We need to see what you're doing. So Binance is like, the way Binance works, yo, you want beef? We're out. Gone. But like, Ontario's where the money is in Canada. Like that's where a lot of the money is in Canada. I'd say what 20% maybe of the Canadian wealth is in Ontario. So like that's a big hit to crypto in Canada. So then the UK, right? So then on Saturday, the UK financial watchdog issued a warning that Binance isn't authorized to operate. And then Japan also, issued a statement. So this is an issue because to get in, like if you have cash and you want to turn it into crypto, Binance had a really nice platform where you could just like email money transfer someone, they'd be like, yeah, you're good to go. And then they would send you USD, Tether, or Ether, or whatever you want. So to just shut them down in like the UK, I guess they didn't shut them down in the UK yet, but they're like, yo, we see you. Stop playing games. Come talk to us. Probably, so we can take some fees off of you, charge you for a license, right? So that's, that's a big issue. So the next topic I have is, Bitcoin, the hash rate of Bitcoin. So let's just take a look. Okay, so this is the total hash rate for Bitcoin, which is the estimated number of terahashes per second on the Bitcoin network in the last 24 hours. So if you look at the 1-year chart for the hash rate of Bitcoin, right, we started off at the beginning of the year at 115 million, dropped off in November 20. I'm not sure what happened there, probably some China FUD, I would say. And then we kept going up until we hit almost 180 million, 180 million-ish terahashes. And then China just decided to like smoke crypto and just get rid of it. And boom, like it's going down. Like we're down 50%. So the hash rate's down 50%. But every 2 weeks, so the cool thing about Bitcoin is it has an advanced algorithm. So every 2 weeks, it will adjust, like, say the difficulty is really high, which it was. And then all of a sudden the hash rate drops. 2 weeks later, they will adjust the difficulty of mining a Bitcoin and they'll make it easier for everyone. So let's see if this actually is true. So if you look at the hash rate here, 179 down to 90, it went down 50%. So now if we go to network difficulty, and as you can see, right, so it was at 25.06 T. What was that sound? And yeah, 25.06 T, and it dropped to 19. So the difficulty has dropped for Bitcoin. What the hell? Yeah, the difficulty has dropped for Bitcoin, and yeah, we'll just go from there. So next on the list, we got DeFi Pulse and King DeFi. So someone in the chat was talking about King DeFi. And I said, I just simply said I don't trust DeFi right now because every time you put money in DeFi, they get hacked. They lose your money. Like they got no security protocols. Their oracles are trash. And all of a sudden it's your fault. Like it's you. Like it doesn't make no sense. So I'm guessing King DeFi is just a platform that helps visualize what's going on DeFi, and they help you stake. So if you look at the TVL on Solana, this is a downside of Solana right now. Just people don't use it, man. It's like 1,500 transactions per second, and people just don't use it. So you got $1 billion on Solana right now. If you look at 30 days, yeah, $1 billion. And then Binance Smart Chain, you got 24 billion on Binance Smart Chain, and then you probably have another 30 to 40 on the Ethereum network. So then if you look at where people are in DeFi, you got PancakeSwap. So Uniswap is 30%-ish of Ethereum's transactions. We can check that later. But Uniswap is 30% of Ethereum's transactions. PancakeSwap is 63%. So the majority of people, what can I say about Binance Chain? Because Binance Chain is so easy to transact and so cheap to transact, it looks like the majority of people on Binance are trading, right? Because you got PancakeSwap, Bakery Swap, Venus. That's so what? 63% plus 18. So we're at 73, 82, 81. So like, yeah, 81%. Then you're going to add Venus, which is lending. So 81% of activity on the Binance Smart Chain in DeFi is just trading, right? They're trading and or staking or whatever and yield farming. So it's risky because that's Hack City. It's literally Hack City. So, the money's on PancakeSwap, it's on Venus, it's on Belt, it's on MDEX. So, unfortunately, man, you put your money on these platforms, you're most likely to get hacked. Not even hacked, but like Oracle attacked, Flash Loan attacked, hacked. They do a new update. The update has a security flaw in it. Boom, there goes your money. The yields, start off at 30% maybe on USDC. Now it's like 10, 20%. So like, it's just tough. Like if let's go to the PancakeSwap site. Let's go to the top three and let's see what kind of yield you can make on these. So you're gonna go. Do you have to open your wallet? You might have to open your wallet. Okay, so if you go to PancakeSwap, then you go to pools. Show me the APY. Okay, let's go to farms. Am I mining? I'm mining helium. That's it. I would love to mine. I would love to be mining Ethereum right now, or even a couple months ago, but I just couldn't find the hardware. Um, so staking is where it's at, though. I'm staking, so I guess it's a different form of mining. So, okay, so you look at the farms and you got Cake to BNB 59% APR. So do you want to really risk impermanent loss for that? But if you have USDC to USDT, you're getting 10% on your money. So you can put your coins there and you can get 9.74%. It's in a smart contract. Maybe if they get hacked, so the thing about this, you can make 9.74% without KYC. That's what I would say. You make 9.74% without KYC in this USDT to USDC pool. That's better than what. That's better than what. Who was I going to say? Celsius is going to pay you. I'm pretty sure. So Celsius. Mine Vertcoin on the current hardware you have. Still waiting on my helium miner, yeah. So the reason why I don't mine is just because I'm not. I'm a long-term thinker. So when I mine, I want to mine for 3, 5, 7 years. I don't think we have 3, 5, 7 years of mining left at a profitable place because the mining products are overpriced. And then, so you want to buy GPU, it was $300. Now it's $2,000. So it's like you're just getting wrecked. Everyone's just gouging you, right? So yeah, 8%. 8% yield on USDC. So if you don't want a KYC and you want to risk your coins on an exchange, you can just put it here in a smart contract and get 9.72%. So yeah. So then you got the farms. Farms. Let's look at the pools actually. So it's weird. You used to be able to single stake on PancakeSwap. I don't see a difference between the pools and the farms yet. Okay, here we are. So I'm trying to learn more on yield farming. So I was like a yield farming king back like 4 5 months ago. You could just put in US dollars and make 30-40% on your money. So it was like, why would you even risk downside other than like, ETH is pumping crazy. But yeah, you put in like, I was thinking of like you put in $100,000 and you make $45,000 a year just by putting in a smart contract. Like that's a no-brainer with no downside risk other than if you get hacked, right? Or yeah, basically if you get hacked, or if they get hacked and they lose all their money and they're like, hey, sorry, you're not getting your money back. So if we look at the pool here, I'm cool on ScamFi. I think I'll stick with Hex. Yeah. So really the APRs aren't that even that great anymore. Like if you had PancakeSwap and you bought at $4, for example. So I bought PancakeSwap at $4. I could auto stake PancakeSwap and make 200% APR when it was in there. Look, I even got some in there. It says I got 12 cents. What is going in there? Why do I got 20 cents in there? Anyways, um, you could make 200% APR, and then PancakeSwap went up. So what would happen is I would go in there and I would stake it, and then when the price would go to like, I think I sold it at $25. So I bought at $4, I sold at $25, and I earned more PancakeSwap while I was waiting for it to go up. Now I'm kind of bearish on PancakeSwap because I think it's overpriced, because if Bitcoin goes down, everything else goes down way more. So there's too much downside risk. So the only time I would stake in something like this in a pool is if I bought something at the bottom. Like I know some people were talking about Walt. So if I bought something at the bottom and I was like, I'm holding this for a year, why not have double the coins? Problem is, then all of a sudden, every single platform that I had started getting attacked, hacked, whatever you want to call it, right? So I'm like, I had a list. I was like, Rowry Capital is my number one, right? So I'm going to put my money with Rowry Capital first. Then I'm going to put on Pancake Bunny. Then I'm going to put it on Beefy Finance. Then I'm going to put on whatever. And every single one of them, one by one, strategically got hacked. Like this is a high level. Like these guys are like CIA level. You can't just be hacking people in 8 minutes, like taking, $50 million in 8 minutes, like, and you just hack everybody one by one by one by one by one, and you don't get caught by no authorities, like the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, like the UK authorities. Nobody's catching you. Nobody's catching nobody. Like this is crazy. So that's why when you know, when I basically stopped, right? I stopped DeFi for now because of that. So let me look at the questions. I was wondering how I would set up another helium miner with someone out of my territory. Yeah, definitely. I hit up crypto technology. Hit them up. You know, I don't know about that. So helium, say I get a miner and I want to give it to somebody. I assert it, I'm guessing, at my house. And then I go to their place, I give it to them, they hook it up, and it's good to go. Like, I don't know how that's going to work because I got a bunch of miners coming in eventually one day. But yeah, so that's DeFi right now. Let's look at DeFi Pulse. 38 minutes already. Okay, so yeah, DeFi Pulse on the Ethereum blockchain. We got 54 billion locked up. Aave is 15%, so Aave is loaned. So one thing people can do that, I think the lending protocols are kind of, toxic, I would say, to crypto in general. However, they're kind of necessary because people are avoiding taxes by borrowing coins against their coins. And then, like, I don't know what happens. Like, if you default on a loan, does that become income? If you got like wrecked and they what's it called, liquidated you? I don't know, but I would say it would, but who knows? But yeah, so some people will buy coins. What they do, they buy coins at the bottom. Once they get to the top, they send it into a lending protocol and they borrow coins. And they spend that coin on a Lambo. And if they pay back their whatever, they'll get their coins back. If they don't, well, they're gone. So, um, yeah, let's do an AMA about helium and get some questions in the chat. So yeah, these lending protocols. So if you look at it, number one, number 2, number 3, number 4 are lending protocols. So it's people taking out loans. Well, I guess Curve is a DEX, but it is lending protocol too, I'm pretty sure, or yield farming. Yeah, it's just people taking out loans because they're cashing out in crypto. I saw someone say how to cash out in crypto without incurring any taxes. Well, get a loan, right? So get a loan to buy your Lambo, get a loan to whatever. So yeah, that's where we're at right now in DeFi. So that's not going to stop. But the problem in DeFi is if everyone is taking loans, usually they'll put some Ethereum in, like say 10 Ethereum in, they'll get a loan for 5 Ethereum, then they'll buy 5 more Ethereum, right? And then they'll get a loan for that, and then buy 2.5, then get a loan for that. When the price goes down, all those wrecked. And that's when you see those big drops, like in a day, like you'll just lose like 200 billion in market cap, right? So yeah, King DeFi, it's pretty solid. But like I mostly say is most of DeFi is a scam right now. Like most of DeFi, it's just most of DeFi, it's anonymous teams of people that forked someone else's project. So they didn't even build the project. They got someone to fork the project, and they're like, get this TVL up. Say the TVL gets up to 10 million, they just pull the TVL and bounce. Now they got $10 million, and then they become VC investors or something like that with their 10 million. So like most of DeFi is a scam because of that. Like I would not trust any of like these at the bottom, right? Because they just all get mangled. That's a shame because DeFi is actually amazing. Like the concept of DeFi is amazing. It's just there's no one you can trust. Okay, so Jay-Z and Tom Brady. So Jay-Z, this is interesting. So legendary hip hop artist Jay-Z enters NFT sphere, rapper lauds blockchain and smart contracts. So the interesting thing about this is Jay-Z hasn't, out of his whole catalog of music, he has one album where he doesn't own the whole album. And that is Reasonable Doubt, his first album. Dame Dash owns a portion of his album, probably 30% of the album, I don't know. And Biggs probably owns 30% of the album. Jay wants it back. So there was a rumor, probably put out by Jay, I don't know, allegedly, and his team that Dame was going to NFT Reasonable Doubt on crypto contracts. Then all of a sudden he sues Dame Dash, right? That makes the news. And all of a sudden, guess what? He's offering an NFT. So, yeah, and the rumor was that he was offering the NFT for the Reasonable Doubt. So Jay-Z's exhibition premiered at the Sotheby's. It can view the artwork on the Metaverse in Decentraland. He noted that a portion of proceeds of the auction will go to the Sean Carter Foundation. So I don't know. To me, NFTs are the majority of NFTs, like as art, are scams. It's a good way if you're an artist and you're never getting paid, you should just sell NFTs until the cows come home. But if you're an investor, if you buy an NFT, you're probably getting scammed. Like that dude that paid $69 million for the Beeple NFTs, no one gives a shit about Beeple. I never even heard of Beeple in my life when it comes to artists. And then all of a sudden, $69 million, good luck selling that to someone else. Good luck selling that to someone else. So I guess we should create our own DeFi pool we trust, make it exclusive and private. Yeah. So the way you would earn yield on DeFi is to lend your coins out, and then they make 12% on the coin. They pay you 9 or 10%. So you'd have to build a lending platform. Like there's no way to just make yield out in thin air, right? You have to have what's called counterparty risk. So when, like in Canada, it's not an issue, in the US, it's not an issue, in the UK, it's not an issue. If you put money in a bank, they're going to find a way to earn money with your money, and then they pay you nothing. Like they pay you like 0.5%. But in DeFi, what they do is they take your coins, they lend it to like a trader. Trader trades back and forth. Hopefully he doesn't make money and he pays interest. So yeah, you could make a private DeFi pool. Maybe you could I don't know, it would be interesting. There's definitely a way to do it. I just don't know how to do it. You need a team. You need a team of people that can't get hacked. So yeah. But the way it is right now is, in my opinion of crypto has changed a lot this year because of the amount of scams. Like, you buy a coin, you can't sell it. They lock the coin, right? So you buy a coin, you can't sell it. You buy you buy a coin that you believe in, like Ethereum Max, and they're dumping on you every every 15 minutes. They're just dumping on you, drawing it to the bottom, and they're making Floyd pump it up, and they're making Kim Kardashian pump it up so they can dump more. You buy a coin, like Suki Inu, and it pumps like to the moon, made people millionaires in the 2-3 days, and then it just dumps for the rest of your life. You buy, Baby Doge, it's pumping, right? Baby Doge is pumping. You know what's gonna happen next. So like in my opinion, it's like I used to think 80% of crypto was legit and 20% was scams, and you just had to avoid the 20. Now it's like 95% of crypto is scams and 5% are legit, and you're trying to find those 5% that are legit. But like you don't even know. Like you could have a team that is legit and one guy on the team is not legit, and he puts a USB stick in everyone else's computer. He logs all of them. All of a sudden he has the private keys to a multi-sig, and then you think you have a multi-sig wallet that's whatever secure. Guy goes on vacation or something, types in all your private keys for your team and steals everything in the wallet. Like, you don't know what's going on in DeFi. So for that reason, I only buy coins that I can stake myself. So I buy Solana because I can stake it myself in my wallet. I buy Hex, obviously, because I can stake Hex in the smart contract through my wallet. I'm only buying coins that I can stake. So someone mentioned Theta Mainnet 3.0 is tomorrow. What does that mean? And then July, Ethereum catalysts. There's really no Ethereum catalysts in July. The only thing that is news is Ethereum apparently has staking now. So staking is legit. It's real now in Ethereum. And they're burning coins. So I think it's watch the burn. Yeah, it's 90% fake, 10% legit. Okay, so watchtheburn.com. I don't know if it's going to work. Come on, man. What's wrong with your site? Anyone who knows website building, when you build a website, if you have more than 1 second of a wait, like 40% of people just exit the site if there's more than 1 second. This is like 20-second waits. Like, what's going on here? Okay. Anyways, on watchtheburn.com, if you go on it on your phone, maybe, you can see how much Ethereum was burned. I believe yesterday it said 80,000 Ethereum was burned in the test net. Watch the burn. Nothing on my phone. Man, this is crazy. Anyways, brutal. That's why Ethereum's trash right now. Like, you can't even build a website. Obviously, the Ethereum guys didn't build this, but like, you can't even build a website and do this. So, introducing T-Fuel staking and uptime mining. That's solid for Theta. Hash rate drop. We talked about that. El Salvador airdrop. That's huge. So, I don't know anything about this El Salvador leader, but this guy, he's young, he's innovative, and he knows how to get things done. So he realizes that people in El Salvador are not going to be able to just, start using crypto. So he's like, yo, open up a wallet. We're going to send you $30 in Bitcoin. Like, this is unbelievable. And you have to use their app. So all of a sudden they have all the data of all of the money people are spending in their country, unless the people take it and send it to another wallet. you can still follow that. So like, the president of El Salvador has announced that the government will airdrop $30 worth of Bitcoin to every adult citizen in the country. The announcement welcomed Bitcoiners with the influencer that the El Salvador government will need to purchase the required Bitcoin to distribute, adding more than $100 million in buying pressure to Bitcoin. So quickly Googled estimates of the adult portion of El Salvador, an on-chain Willy Woo tweeting. The user base will grow by 2.5% on Bitcoin with an influx of 4.5 million Salvadorians. So that's amazing. That's amazing. So this guy, never heard of him. Never heard of him until he was like, yo, you know, come mine here too. Oh, you're scared about the environment? We'll mine it with we'll just use volcanoes. Like, how are you gonna use a volcano for energy? Anyways, he's gonna use the volcano. Then he's like, yo, let's use Bitcoin in our country. It's legal tender, like July 7th. July 7th, I think it's legal tender. So, and then he's gonna airdrop you money. Like, this is the most brilliant way to get people into crypto. Like, you know, other politicians should watch. So, Mexico crypto ban, or whatever you hear about that. I didn't hear about that. I heard the third richest man in Mexico is going to open his bank. So CZ, like 6 million people added to their crypto ecosystem. Interesting, CZ, because it says that it was 4.5 million. But yeah, I lost faith in CZ, man. So BTC addresses have always been public. So the issue is not what I was mentioning. I didn't mean that it was. I didn't mean that. I don't even know what I meant. Whatever. Yeah, addresses are public, but they're pseudonymous. So like, I can't just go and look at someone's address and be like, "Yo, that's Jeff from down the street spending money." Like, you got to figure out a way to identify who that person is. So it's pseudonymous. Obviously, any kind of advanced, programmer, tracker, hacker, whatever, can figure it out really quick. But the average person doesn't have no idea. Like, you tell me what blockchain explorer, right? You go to blockchain explorer right now, blockchain.com. Or even, I don't know. Yeah, you go to Bitcoin Explorer, right? Blockchain.com/explorer. And you say, the addresses have always been public. Yeah, they have. But you tell me who this person is. Right? Latest transaction right here. $287,000. You tell me who that person is. So, yeah. Okay, some random guy just sent out 7.8 Bitcoin. 7.99 Bitcoin. It is. So, KYC. Check the link. I don't know what you mean by check the link. Okay, back to, man, there's a lot of comments today. So, yeah, Amazon loses millions of dollars for every millisecond of slowness. Yeah, they do. I heard 1 second is like 1.4 billion today. Okay, so what else? It's crazy how slow the network, Mexico crypto ban, BCC, Canada hydroelectric power. So the problem with Canada hydroelectric power, what is the electric, like Ontario? So Ontario kilowatt hour price, it looks like it's 8.2 cents per kilowatt hour, where there's other places in the world where you can get like 2 cents per kilowatt hour. So the problem with Canada in general is like, Canada doesn't have cheap energy the way that other places have cheap energy. So when you're getting 2 cents per kilowatt hour, like in New York, so you could actually go across to Buffalo or whatever and go to New York and get 2 cents. But then all of a sudden they ran out of power and they had to charge more, or they had to buy power. So yeah, the Mexican billionaire. Oh, damn. Yo, Mexico's not playing. Mexico's not playing. Okay, so Elon, if a key is held in a custodial wallet, it will have KYC, which means you can know who exactly holds the BTC. Okay, so you send me 30 bucks. Yeah, you know who KYC, but like you can move your Bitcoin around. For example, you could take Bitcoin, right? Then you could do a bridge to Ren BTC. Then you could go to Tornado Cash and you could just wash it, right? So you take BTC. Yeah, I'm KYC'd over here. I send my money to Ren BTC. Now it's an Ethereum based coin, okay, pegged to Bitcoin. Then I go to Tornado Cash and I launch the application. And what I do is I deposit the ERC20. I deposit a note. I withdraw it as another place. Boom! All of a sudden, my Ethereum vanishes from my wallet and it appears in another wallet that you have no idea where that wallet is. Boom! Now you have privacy again. Second thing you can do is you can use Blank Wallet. I wouldn't use Blank Wallet yet because they have to prove that that they are safe, and they're not safe yet, in my opinion. So you can reclaim your privacy on Ethereum right here. So Blank Wallet hides your financial data by mixing transfers with a pool of funds with Blank, ensuring outward transfers remain anonymous. So your privacy goes up with these traditional transfers. So now all of a sudden, you go from Bitcoin to Ren BTC to Tornado Cash to a brand new wallet. Then you go from that new wallet to Blank Wallet. Who's tracking you? Nobody. You're gone, right? So obviously you're not 100% private because you need to be on a VPN. You need to be through Tor. You need to be, your computer needs to be like free from anything that identifies you. But you can be very private on the blockchain. So even if you swap it, there's still a digital trail. Yes, there is still a digital trail, but I mean, it's what you want to do is you don't want to make it easy for like any random clown to be able to track you. You want to be able to just say only the CIA can track me, only the NSA can track me, right? And the privacy is not for, so privacy, the reason why people have privacy is mostly for safety, not for like yeah, there's people who don't want to pay taxes, cool, but it's mostly like, yo, if I can see what's in this guy's wallet, I can just run up on him with a gun, a knife, or whatever. Or I can just take a picture of his kid, be like, yo, you like your kid? Send me some money. Like, you know what I mean? So like, that's why they do this. It's not for trying to run from the CIA. So like, yeah, you just want to be as close to private as possible. Most people don't know how to do that. This wallet is the solution. So you download Blank Wallet. I'm say 3-4 years from now, right? This is non-custodial Ethereum wallet. You download the wallet in your phone. You send stuff to this wallet. Everything else, every time you do a transaction, it will be um, mixed with other transactions. So say I send 10 Ethereum, what they'll do is they'll chop it up into all these small little pieces. They'll blend it with other people's wallets and they'll jumble it together, mix it. All of a sudden, the 10 Ethereum gets to where it needed to be, but it's like from all these jumbled addresses, and they're like, "What is this?" So now a regular person can't trace it. Now, obviously, someone with an algorithm could probably trace it later on, but this is a good start because you're right. People don't know how to use these things, but now Blank has solved that. All you got to do is hold there. So look, conceal your wealth, hide origins of your wealth, cover trading activity. This is an amazing, amazing DeFi platform to be used. It's a Chrome extension, right? So, I mean, like, this is amazing. Get your guide, accepting Dogecoin as payment. What is get your guide? So it's MetaMask plus Tornado Cash. And there's WBTC, like I mentioned. So, yeah. as time as time proceeds, right? So what is going on here? Hidden history, zero user tracking, browser extension, Web3, ERC20, partial withdrawal, automatic deposits. They have a referral system and they have revenue sharing. Let me look at this coin, man. Best way to do it is run it through someone else's business and cash it out to fiat, then buy BTC into a non-KYC wallet. Run it through someone else. I don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. Buy something from them and then sell it? Like buy a car in Bitcoin and then sell the car? So a blank wallet as a coin, trash. So the coin itself is trash, right? It pumped probably basically the day or whatever the news came out, and then it's going to zero. The blank wallet coin is probably going to zero. However, the project, I'm bullish on the project. This is what happens in DeFi. Like there's a lot of coins that just don't matter. So yeah. So Bitcoin and banks, blockchain bill. So 88K ETH. Yeah, so this was 5 days ago, I guess. So 88,000 ETH was burned in preparation for EIP 1559. So the long-awaited upgrade to Ethereum is getting closer to the London launches. The testnet for EIP 1559 starts to burn transaction fees. The hard fork was on 24 June in preparation for the mainnet rollout in July. So that's the July thing. Implementing a high, watch the burn. We tried to go on there. Nothing's going on, but apparently 88,000 ETH is $177 million. Software Solutions Consensus estimates the annual supply chain will be a minus 1.6 million Ethereum. So at a current price, it means that $3.2 billion of Ethereum is burnt to reduce the supply by 1.4% per year. So if the supply is going down by 1.4% per year, the price should start to stabilize and go up as the price goes down. However, there are coins that they're burning and like it's just dying. So Ethereum, I'm more bullish on Hex than Ethereum. I'll just put it that way because Hex is designed to go up and Ethereum is not. So yeah. So Mexico, yeah, they reiterated the ban. Virtual assets are neither legal tender and nor are they currencies. So you know what? They don't have to be currencies. They can be assets. Financial institutions that conduct or offer unauthorized transactions with virtual assets will be in violation of regulation and subject to sanctions. So Mexico is not messing with Bitcoin right now. You know why? Because they want to get in on it first. So Helium validators go online the 7th of July. I'm really excited for Helium. I'm really excited for Helium. I didn't know. I didn't know it was 7th of July. That's fast. Has any reputable staking services for Helium yet? I know there's one who I emailed and they were like, yeah, we're gonna do it, but they wanted you to have like 10,000. What's it called? HNT. So if you look today, wow, 71,000 hotspots on Helium. So we're way up. No wonder earnings are down. And then you got election times, 49 minutes, still the same. Data credits spent. You got $1 million in data credits spent. Yo, Helium is blowing up. So let me look at my miners. Just got to log in right quick. All right, let's make this a little bit smaller. All right, so we'll just go a little brief overview of helium. Look at the price right now. So the price is $12.81. The price has basically been heading towards $10 for a long time. It dipped below $8, I think, a couple times, but $12.81 is pretty solid for helium. So 71,884 miners. Consensus group is 22,000, which is usually normal. It's usually between 20 and 22,000, which is very solid. And then you have the mining company. So the thing that I like to look at, we have 31 days into the halving. So in 31 days, the sell pressure of helium should drop by almost 50% because the majority of miners that I talk to in helium, are like people with one mine, two miners or whatever, the people that I talk to, and they're all like, how do I sell? How do I sell? How do I get on Binance? How do I get on whatever? So if all these people are getting 5 million coins and selling, when it goes to 2.5 million coins and selling, it should reduce the sell pressure, driving the helium price up. So on another dip, you might want to buy helium or look into buying helium, right? So helium mining, helium rising, I don't trust them. I want to see someone who's like staking Solana for SBF kind of thing offered it. So I placed my newest miner over the weekend. I'm 3 out of 25 so far. That's solid. 600 nodes ready for validating, which is amazing. I just don't trust anyone with staking right now. It has to be a reputable company, and even that company could just decide to leave one day. Okay, so now I'm just going to go over, I'm going to go over the miners that I have in helium and the earnings that they've been earning for the last, I guess, month or so. So as you can see from this tracker, with 9 miners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So with 9 miners, I'm earning 17 helium a day. So basically, what? Between 1 and 3 or 1 and 4 per day helium, right? So then let's look at the highest performer. And then let's look at a new one. So 3 out of 25. So I think you ordered 25 miners and you only have 3 set up. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, so if we look at this miner here, it started mining on 19 March. So on 19 March, the first day, 19 HNT. Boom, like you're laughing. It was making money, making big money. So 19 March, 19 HNT. Right, you go 14, 4, 16, 13. Basically, you're making over 10 HNT if you started early, right? Now, if you go back to the last week, right? The last week is like 1, 1.9, 1.5. So basically, it's down. The earnings of helium is down 90%. So if you're making 19 HNT there a day, you're making 1.9 a day. That's crazy because it's not 90% more. I guess it's like 70% more coins, but we're almost getting to the point where it's going to be like, is it worth it to buy a miner today? Like if I was to buy a miner in June 2021, is it worth it to buy today, wait 9 months, and then that day, I would say we're almost at the point where it's like, no, unless the price shoots up crazy. Price doubles or triples, okay, now we're good to go. So you should have them all by the end of August. I want to group 5 to 10 people that I know and trust on the same page to run a validator with me. I think that would be solid. So what is the hardware requirements for a validator? Because that's the hard part, is you got to have really good network time. So yeah, overall, if you're looking at the best miner I have in my stable, You know, 19 coins a day now to 1.9 coins per day. The earnings is down 90%. So it's going from making about $100 or $250 a day to like $20 a day. That's a huge difference in earnings, right? So $20 a day, still you're going to be able to pay the miner off in a month, month and a half. But yeah, that's just what it is. So the reward scale used to be 1, now it's 0.39, and it's just going to continue going. So then we're going to look at the next one, which is a little bit different. Now with this one, there was less witnesses. There's probably 5 to 6 witnesses, and you have 1.92 per day, and it's kind of still consistent because it started in May. So from May till now, it's about the same, 1.92 to 2.6 a day. So 2 helium a day, 2 helium a day at $12. So $24 times 30 days. So $720 a month. So actually, that's a really good ROI. Like you're still at a really good ROI. Kind of sucks because you're not making 19, 20 helium a day, but like $720 US a month on a $400 miner, that's still a solid return. You really can't be mad at that because you can't get those kind of yields anywhere else. Check out 𝙏𝙗𝙖. All right. So that basically sums it up. The miners are going. They're all online. I mean, they're simple. You plug it in, right? You plug it in, you get it done. That's about it for helium. So we're still making money with helium. It's still a decent investment for the people that bought earlier. If you were to buy today, it's going to be a little bit harder because you're not going to be able to just get your miner right away. It's a lot of issues, but overall, helium is. I'm still bullish on helium. I'm excited for the halving to see. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, TFM. What's going on? So this is GSK Wealth Builders Show. I just doing little streams here and there with some friends. We're just trying to get the edge in DeFi, microcap, you know, large cap coins, staking, mining, and everything like that. So I don't mind Bitcoin. I wish I could. The reason why I don't mind Bitcoin is just because I don't have the equipment. I don't have access to cheap equipment. I wasn't an early mover, but I was a pretty early mover in mining helium. And so I was just going over the earnings of the helium. So as you can see, I'm earning about 17 helium per day. If it goes to $100 a coin, which I think it could, the next bull run, especially with the 5G and all these other things, if it goes to $100 a day, 17, you know, coins a day, 1,700 a day, right? Now, if you're selling your coins, there's two modes of thought I have. Helium's going to zero because it's an altcoin, right? So if helium is going to zero, maybe I sell my coins and I buy Hex and I stake Hex. Helium's going to 100 is my other thought. Then I hold my helium as long as possible. I hopefully can stake it and earn yield on it inside of a wallet, not by giving it away to someone else, but inside of a wallet where I can be non-custodial and stake my helium. And then $1,700 a day. So that's the two modes of thought. We don't know which one is right with helium. Then I'm looking for other ways to stake. So I stake Solana, right? That's about it. So I think it's very solid. So let's look at 𝙏𝙗𝙖. Smart contracts taken to the next level. Well, wouldn't that be Cardano? Okay, so 𝙏𝙗𝙖, $177 million market cap. It's Ethereum blockchain. Looks like they're on Polygon BSC, so they're like a multi-chain. The all-time low was 2 cents a year ago. now to $1.74, and they're down 70. So $1.74 was the all-time high, and it's down 72%. So what I would say, this is a typical, when I look at the chart without even doing research on this coin, this is a typical typical crypto, man. It just pumps, dumps, and then it dies. So now we'll look at the actual company and see what they do. So let me go to my Airtable. So this is my DeFi Microcap list, and I kind of put some info. So since we're looking at 𝙏𝙗𝙖, I might as well record the info as we go for the future. Okay, so we got 𝙏𝙗𝙖. So what is this? This is infrastructure. So it's a smart contract platform. So is it running on Ethereum, or is it actually going to be build smart contracts with mainstream stacks, take productive leaps from Solidity to the vast universe of software components supported by Linux, a million-fold computational privacy. What I like about this project is infrastructure is usually the ones that make money. But as you can see from the chart, it looks like it already made the money and people bounced. So, okay, what exchange are they on? So they're on Coinbase, they're on Binance, and they're on crypto.com. So this is like a verified exchange. That's probably why it dumped. It probably dumped. Okay, so look, May 6th is when Coinbase listed 𝙏𝙗𝙖. Let's look at the chart. Yo, the day they listed on Coinbase, 2 days after, that's when that was the peak. Because everybody who had it, all the VCs, this is the thing, man. All the VCs hold these coins, and then the second that it lists on Coinbase, they dump on you. And what do? They buy ETH, and and then they're gone. They mangled people, man. Look at the volume. That's what I don't like about crypto, man. It's just like most of these things, they're ruining people's lives, man. They're ruining people's lives. So I like this. I like that it's a smart contracts platform. I like that they are trying to make things simple. It looks like they're trying to code things the way regular coders are. However, you got dumped on. So in my opinion, you're better to use 𝙏𝙗𝙖 than it is to invest in the coin. That's what I would say. So that's what I would say about them. Solana staking the solid, yes it is. I'm into Terra myself. So many good projects coming. Have you heard of Spar Protocol? I'm guessing you're talking about Spartan Protocol. I invested in Spartan Protocol when it was like nothing, and it went up a little bit, and I sold, and then it went up a lot, and I was like, yeah, whatever. But pretty sure they got hacked too. Not sure. I'm lagging. All right, 1 second. Let me check the health of this stream. Yeah, it's probably Brave. All right. Okay, so we should be good to go. So, what was my next topic? Oh, Jim Cramer. So I noticed, okay. Oh, Spar on Terra. Okay. I'll have to look at Spar. So what new projects do I like? The only new project that I like right now is Formation Finance. I noticed they had a partnership with Alpaca Finance. I follow everything they do. I'm in their chat. I just want to get to a point where it's like what they said they can do is possible. So if we get to the point to what they said they can do is possible, what we should be able to do is just take any coin that we like, take any coin that you like, and you want to yield farm it, and you go to Formation Finance. They figure out a way where you can just like yield farm your coins. You make, I don't know, between, they were saying like 100 to 130% annual yield farming, because what they'll do is they'll move you from one pool to another pool to another pool. They'll stop you from having impermanent loss. And like it sounds like these guys are like yield farming Jesus, right? So if that is the, if that is possible, they're going to be killing it. Their TVL, if they can do this, their TVL will be over $10 billion, right? So, yeah, Brave Bowser's killing me. So, okay, Spire on Terra. Hey, I'm looking into buy 2 helium miner bobcats, setting one at my place and another down the street with 2 miners. How many coins you think I will get from New Brunswick? Okay, so I've looked at New Brunswick multiple times. If you're in Moncton, I'm pretty sure if you go to Explorer, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can go to sitebot.com. Let's do that. We'll do it together. Go to exercise. For anyone that wants to get into helium. So you go to sitebot.com. You go to sitebot.com / what? Just go to sitebot.com then. Okay, you go to sitebot.com. Then you click on, I think you click on countries. Right? Then you're going to click on states in the countries. Then you're going to click on, so New Brunswick. So you come right here. As you can see, New Brunswick has only 13 miners. So unfortunate for New Brunswick, that's not enough miners to make the max amount. Maximum 13 miners in 5 cities. So that's not enough to make the max. So okay, let's go look at the cities. So if you're in Moncton, you're going to make money in Moncton. If you're in Dieppe, you're going to make money. That's basically Moncton. Now, if you're in St. John, which is 𝙤𝙖, right? There's only one miner in St. John, I guess, is 𝙤𝙖, and Kispamess, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so you get 2 miners. If you're not even close to this one miner, 0.02 HNT per day, like cents per day. So Smooth Punch Guppy is the only miner basically close to you. And let's see how much he made. In 30 days, right? In 30 days, he made 2.6 HNT. So my estimate was pretty right. So this guy made it 30 days. He made $20 in HNT. So what I would do is, yeah, sorry. You need a lot of miners in your city. You need at least 10 around you that you can connect to. Yeah. But you know, this is what I like about the blockchain is you can just check it. Right? The proof is right there. Who? I said 0.2. This guy's making 0.4, 0.6, 0.7, 0.13. So yeah, it is what it is. Okay. Audius price predictions. I don't do price predictions. Audius price predictions. I would say I'm bearish on. So I'm bullish on Audius as a platform. I'm bearish on Audius price. Why? The way that a price goes up is you have to have more buyers holding than there are sellers. The average buyer doesn't. The average buyer doesn't say, "Oh, let me buy Audius today and hold it." It's just not happening right now. Even though I'm pretty sure you can stake Audius and make like a decent percentage. You need hype. You need hype. You need brand. You need like marketing. You need a team. And Audius doesn't have that anymore. They did for a minute, but I would go on YouTube and just look at like streaming on Audius, and people would be like all wishy-washy and not really telling the truth. Like bullish on the project, bearish on the coin. Right now, if we look at the coin, huh, you know what you should do with the miners you ordered? Sell them. If you get them, sell them as fast as you can. Take the cash. So crypto, you're saying that there's a way to make more with only 3 hotspots. So look at Audius in the last 30 days, it's down 21%. Not bad. Actually, that's not bad. That's solid. That's very solid. But if you look at like April, it was $3. Now it's like 74 cents. It's wrecked. It's down 83%. It's wrecked. So yeah, I'm bullish on the project. I love Audius. Top project. Top 10 period in crypto. The coin. Sometimes the coin is not even made for the project. It's just a coin slapped on, right? So look at. I'm free whenever you are. Let's do this AMA soon, man. Let's do this AMA maybe this week. Look at Quebec City. All right. Can you make your live stream available afterwards? I usually miss these because I'm working and you're one of the few people I follow. Yes. All of them are available. But when you go to my channel, when you go to GSK Wealth Builders and you subscribe or whatever, there's videos, but then you have to like go through the thing and you got to go to live or hit all and you can see all the videos that I did. So let's look at the main site bot again. So once again, you go to countries, you go to Canada, you go to states, go to Quebec, 57 cities. Quebec is booming. Okay, so 57 cities. There's only 3 in Quebec City. You see, Quebec City might have some suburbs named something else. So there's only 3. So let's look at the 3. So yeah, the first one in Quebec City, 1.9 helium in 30 days. The second one is 2.8 helium in 30 days. This is brutal. 20 bucks. The third one, 1.67 helium in 30 days. So, I mean, if you know how to make these 3 mining cities do better, this is gold. This is gold, man. You could be a consultant and really help these people out. But from my experience, when I had 2 or 3 in my neighborhood, I wasn't making nothing. As soon as I got to 6, I seen the earnings go up in some of them. So yeah, what's the trifecta theory? We'd like to know that. Okay, so what is Bridge is the lowest cap coin on Coinbase. However, so I don't know anything about Bridge, but what I know about low cap, people don't look at market cap as much as they look at price. Like rookies, they look at Coinbase and they go, this one's 1 cent, this one's $10. Even if the other one is like a higher market cap, they'll buy the one for 1 cent. So price is different for people. So Bridge, a DeFi risk tokenizing protocol. Sounds like a fantasy to me. Yeah, stay tuned for the Helium AMA, crypto technology, and GSK collaboration. Stay tuned for that. That's definitely coming up soon. So tokenized risk protocol. I think this is beautiful. Smart bonds, smart yield, smart alpha. I think this is beautiful. The main issue is usually the token is like for governance or something, like the Bridge token. Okay, it's 10%. Community advisors, staking rewards. They put 20% of the tokens on Uniswap. Yeah, like I'm bullish on this project. I'm not bullish on the coin. For the matter of fact, we were talking about earlier, right? 95% of coins are trash. So 271, they've made it to the top echelon, made it page 3 on coin market cap. They got 200 million TVL, decent. Down 34% in a week. Wow, the high was $185. Now it's at 14. So what do I think about this? You're wrecked if you held this coin for a long period of time, unfortunately. Laval is hot. Yeah, Montreal's killing it. That's my second best city. What else? The token utility for Audius. So there's a good site called DYOR. This is a really good crypto site. So you go to DYOR. It's like Wikipedia, and you go to coins, and then you go to tokens. So what we're going to look at is the what is the utility of an Audius coin, or the tokenomics of an Audius coin. So you got, I know it's inflationary because I'm pretty sure they print it like the US Fed and pay creators in Audius. Which would, if it's inflationary, it drives the price down. If it's deflationary, in theory, it would drive the price up, but you still have to have more buyers than sellers. Yeah, we'll definitely do a video on the trifecta theory, man. Sounds amazing. Okay, so the token utility. So Audius node operators and artists use the audio token to stake, allowing for different functions on the network. So I'm guessing your staking is a form of payment. Then staking and governance functionality will remain on Ethereum. Interesting. So Audius announced Thursday it will migrate its content management system over to Solana's high-speed blockchain from Ethereum, a sidechain operated by the POA network that runs a set of trusted validators. Staking and governance functionality will remain on Ethereum. So at least they got smart and they moved to Solana, which actually I already knew that. However, the token, pretty sure you buy the token. Okay, so Audius, look right here. Audius has an annual issuance rate of 70% used to continually reward the protocol's most active users. So imagine this. They just print coins, dump it on you. Print coins, dump it on you. by year 10, it's like 70%. That's why the coin is trash, right? And then you got the team and advisors, 80 people hold 40%. 80 people hold 40% of the tokens, and they dump on you. Yeah, man. That's why I'm bullish on the platform, but not bullish on the coin. Don't get dumped on, man. Buy a coin that's designed to go up. Des, I'm waiting for 4 miners. I'm in Quebec City, so you will actually double the miners in the area, and if you can connect with them all, that's solid. Video on the trifecta theory, we need that. What's my strategy with miners? So my strategy with miners was very simple. So yeah, we'll just talk about mining helium and the strategy for getting the miners out. So what my strategy was is I simply, number one, I want to help friends make money, right? So one way to help your friends make money back when I started was you could call these companies like, you could call the companies that were giving these miners for free, right? And you could say, hey, can you send one to this city? Can you send one to this city? Can you send one to this city? Send one to this friend, send one to this friend. It's a great way to get people in crypto that don't know shit about crypto, or my bad, don't know anything about crypto. You put the miner in their house, it starts making coins, they get the coins turn into money, boom, they're in crypto. Now they get more involved. So that is a great way to get newbies into crypto. It's a great way to get kids in crypto. Imagine you have a 6-year-old or a 10-year-old, maybe not 6, 10. At 10, they know how to game, they know how to, do things. They know what money does. They just don't know how to get it. So you have a 10-year-old and you're like, listen, this miner is $400. You know how long it would take for a 10-year-old to save $400 from allowance from their parent? Average 10-year-old, like a year, right? Rich parents' day. So they're like, but this miner can make you money. So we're going to plug it in. We're going to make sure it's on the Wi-Fi, right? You're going to show them the Helium Explorer. Go here and make sure it says online at all times. And then we're going to watch the money roll in, and you can calculate it. So now it's a math problem too. So you can say you got 2 coins. Well, go check for the price. It's $12 a coin, right? So now you got $24. Now, the blockchain part's a little bit harder, but at least they're getting that concept of like, you can just print money out of thin air for providing a service, right? They're using my Wi-Fi, they're using my location, they're beaming this network across, and in return, we get these coins. So now what can you do? You can hold the coins and, see if they go up. You can stake them, or you can sell them for cash right now, and you can buy an ice cream, right? Using crypto.com Visa. So yeah, I think that it's a really good way. Helium is one of the best ways to teach people about getting into crypto versus just like trading. So my strategy was to do that, get the miners out. But then my strategy was I knew that the cities that made the most money. So you send the miners to the cities that make the most money. But then what will happen is those cities will get saturated fast because the cities that have the most amount of people usually have the cities that have the most amount of tech people, most amount of, techies. So then what would happen is you want to move your miners from those cities to the country, right? Because in the country, no one knows about helium. Like in Cape Breton, there's like one person that reached out to me about helium in Cape Breton, but in Calgary, tons, UK, tons. So you want to move your miners to the country. And then what you want to do is you want to build a network. So you want to have 8 to 10 miners that are about a kilometer, or the distance between each miner should be around a kilometer, so that you're all 1.0 scale and that they all can connect to each other. And all of a sudden, boom, you're making money. So that was my strategy. So I knew in my area there was only 1 miner in my area, and I built my area up to about 7 or 8 miners in the area, and then I have 7 more on the way. So now my area is actually earning more per day than the big cities were earning, right? So yeah, that is the best. HNT is one of the best in tokenomics. I would say Hex is the best tokenomics, period, because it's performed the highest of all time. It's outperformed Bitcoin and Ethereum, and it's up like 1700x in like 500 and something days. And then I would say, yeah, there's some really good tokenomics in Helium for sure. All the helium people are dumping though. I think helium people are dumping for ETH. That's what I think is happening. So, um, yeah. So then we got, well, what is the last topic? Solana stocks. So Solana Exchange is making big moves. So the Solana blockchain is going to be used by Digital Assets AG to tokenize stocks. So Digital Assets AG is a company that focuses on digitizing or digitalizing stocks, and they have announced that they're going to do it on the Solana blockchain. So this would mean that the stocks are available for trading 24 hours a day with a free-floating security token launched by the company. For long, trading stocks are restricted to market hours and regions and platforms, blah, blah, blah. So now they're going to be on Solana. So the company has said that 55 tokenized stocks are available for trading, which includes Facebook, Google, Netflix, and others. But they're only for specific regions. So what's going to happen is in the United States, it's probably going to be blocked. It'll probably be allowed in Hong Kong. It'll probably be allowed in some parts of Canada. US, just stay away from the US, really. If you're like a crypto owner. Yeah, so that's what's going to happen, and you're going to be able to buy stocks. So I like this because when crypto winter comes, when everything goes down at the same time in crypto, you can just buy Apple stock and watch that go up, buy Square stock and watch that go up. So that way you don't actually have to leave crypto. You can just still own assets in crypto and do that. So I think that's amazing. Strong block has been the best for tokenomics. What percent do you think is fair for someone hosting your miner? 40%. I would say 30 to 40%. Really, you don't got to be greedy. 50%, like, but yeah, between 30 and 50%. They're really not doing nothing. Um, but you are using their real estate. Real estate is valuable. So, what percentage? Strong Block has one of the best tokenomics. I've never heard of this. Is this a stock? Yes. Okay, that's a good question. Is there a way to communicate with miners of helium? There is a, well, no, there's not. However, there is a website that was created specifically for that. It's probably mostly being used in like New York and the helium wars. But yeah, there's not a way to effectively communicate. But you sign up for this website, you put your address in, and then if someone has beef or issues or something they just want to propose, you can talk to them. But I haven't signed up for it, so anyone who's trying to contact me can't. Right? So strong block 565. Easily create a node. This is interesting. Maybe strong block can make a helium node. Monthly maintenance fee. Oh. Nodes receive node universal basic income per Ethereum block. This is interesting. I'm gonna have to look into this. I've never heard of this before, but it's like this is very interesting. And of course, It got wrecked at the beginning, but it's actually coming back up. It's coming back up. The volume is coming back up. I like this. This is a good one. So I'm going to tweet this one. Or later. Yeah, that is very interesting. 25 million market cap is... All right, what else? Chia. Thoughts on Chia? Chia on other reviews, I guess their code is really solid. Like their code is really solid. I mean, are people going to use it just because it's the wow. Looks like they're it looks really solid actually. I'm like, you just gotta click there to run a node and all of a sudden you're making money. Let's look at Chia. Still drinking water, by the way. Shout out to Ronaldo. 300 million market cap, very solid. 3 million a day trading. Still down 61% from the high, but I mean, it's up this week. So we'll see. No thoughts on Chia. Number one, I would say, who's going to use it? I'm not using it. No one I know is using it. Everyone's mining it. So the problem with everyone mining it is everyone's mining it to do what? To dump it, right? So it doesn't mean you can't make money, but if the only reason for mining Chia is to make money and dump it, how long does Chia last? Yes, it's a green blockchain, and we need green blockchains, but we have staking now. And staking, when I was looking at HELIUM, correct me if I'm wrong, when I was looking at HELIUM validators, you're running on AWS, right? So you're trading a Bitcoin mining. So this is what a Bitcoin mining server looks like, right? So this is the evil, Bitcoin mining server. Now, apparently this is destroying the environment. Yes, it is. It is destroying the environment because you're using all of this energy. You're buying Bitcoin, you're selling Bitcoin, and you're just dumping the market. And look at all of these scraps, all of these wires. You're destroying the economy. Okay, cool. But then if you look at okay, so when I was looking at HELIUM nodes and how to like set it up, right? So I trade my Bitcoin miner for an AWS data center, right? Or a Google data center. What is the difference between staking and mining? I don't know. Like, I don't know any difference between staking and mining. Maybe Bitcoin just uses too much energy, and that's why. But like staking should be using a lot of energy when you're using data centers, and like mining is a data center. This is a data center. Maybe it's because it can be used for multiple uses, or it's just more efficient, or maybe because the Amazon web server data centers are maybe solar powered and they have battery backup. Highly doubt it though. Um, I don't know. I think it's just like theater, right? I think it's just theater. So yeah. Um, most of the miners are in big cities, are Wales and Emirates. Yes. However, in New York, when I looked at it 2 months ago, the average miner was making $700 a month when like my miners were making like $2,500 a month. So, and my worst miners were making like 400 to 700. So like, yeah, that's the difference. Um, so yeah, and then any other gems I missed? So I would just go back to my normal gems, right? So I got Polkadot, Helium, Solana, Kusama. Number one is Hex, though. Hex is like 50, 80% of my bag is Hex. And then Polkadot, Helium, Solana, Kusama are the rest of the bag. Why? Because Hex T-shares only go up. So your job is to buy as many T-shares as you can, hold on to them as long as you can. They only go up in price. Why? Because they're compound interest. We have to investigate that more. So Hex coin goes up and down, but Hex T-shares, staked Hex, only goes up in price. So staking doesn't mint new coins. Mining mints new coins. That's incorrect. I'm not sure what you mean. Because if I have 100,000 Hex and I stake it for 1 year, right, I will get 20% more Hex or something like that in coins. If I stake 100,000 Hex for 5 years, I will mint 100% new coins in a 5-year period. So I am minting new coins to the blockchain through inflation. So staking on Solana, right, you get 7% yield. So where did that 7% come from? Because Solana is a proof of stake, proof of history blockchain. So there's no miners for Solana, right? So where are those coins coming from? You're minting new coins via inflation, and that's why the price goes down as long as there's not enough volume. So yeah, I disagree. I disagree. Mining does not is not the only way that mints new coins. So Hex is not a CD. It is designed in the characteristics of a CD, but it's not a CD because CDs are stable. They don't go down. You put in your principal and then you just get interest on your principal. The thing about Hex is a cryptocurrency coin, so it goes up and down, but then it has a CD component when you stake. So once you stake and lock your coins in for a period of time, the T shares that you're given are similar performance of a CD, like you're going up in value and you're getting new coins. However, you are still susceptible to losing all of your money because at the end of your stake, the value of the hex could be zero, or it could be 10x, or as of today, 1700x. But your actual staking process doesn't mint new coins. No. Okay. So I get what you're saying. So yes, in the typical blockchain, they print the coins, they lock them up, and then they just drop them to you as you earn them. That's one way. With Hex, the way it is there are no coins that exist, right? And when you buy them, you're buying existing. But when you stake, you actually mint new coins when you stake. So, and they're minted because it's a 3.69% annual inflation, but that 3.69% annual inflation only goes to the stakers. So there will always be 3.69% new coins added every year until, I don't know if it goes forever or if there's a max, but when you're staking, yes, by locking up your coins, you take some of those. So I don't know. All I can say is okay, even if mining is better in that aspect, who cares if the coins are minted or mined? Because um, Ethereum, right? Ethereum copied Bitcoin, and now they're not. They're going into staking. So how are they going to get new coins? I guess they're not. They're not going to have any more new coins, but like it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters in crypto, and this is like the tech people versus the investors and the real retail people, the only thing that matters in crypto is that the price goes up. That's it. And your money stays where it is. So would I be buying Bitcoin if the price just kept going down? No, I wouldn't care about mining Bitcoin if the price just kept going down, right? The only reason why everyone cares about Bitcoin is because it's outperformed stocks, it's outperformed real estate, it's outperformed cash, it's outperformed Tesla stock, it's outperformed businesses. There are people who have had $1,000 in Bitcoin and they're millionaires. That is what matters in Bitcoin. Now, how we get it from proof of stake, proof of whatever, proof of history, like proof of HODL, inflation, deflation, like yield farming, none of that. The only thing that matters to people is like the point, right? So, um, yeah, the hex is not pre-mined. It's actually the work done by hex is done by you. You mint the coins, and the only way the coins were actually minted was you had to have Bitcoin to get hex. So at the beginning, what they did was if you had Bitcoin, like you say you had 1,000 Bitcoin in your wallet, you could go and then it would mint 1,000 hex, and that they would use that, and that's how the circulation started. Then after that circulation was started, the founder took a lot of coins, and then after that the coins were capped. You can't make no more new coins, and then the only way new coins come out is inflation. So it's very well designed. um, what proof of stake algorithm is it using? Not sure. So if you go, I think it's tech specs. So look, hex incentivizes behavior. So let me adjust my screen right now. So there you go. So inflation incentivizes behavior. So Bitcoin pays miners, hex inflation pays stakers. So basically they're printing money like the Fed, but it's controlled printing of money. It's controlled printing of money, and it's... Why is my YouTube so far behind? Just 1 second. Okay, so yeah, Bitcoin Bitcoin pays the miners dump on you, right? Hex pays stakers, but they're paid to hold. So the more you hold, the better it is. So they're actually trying to like stop you from being a dumper. And then the miners, right? So the miners mint new BTC as a percentage of their total hash rate, where hex stakers mint new hex by a percentage of their total shares, right? So the more that you hold, the more you gotta, you can buy. So then keeping score. So Bitcoin mining is the equivalent to hash staking, hex staking. Your hash rate is equivalent to your shares. They're talking about T shares, which is a trillion shares. The difficulty is the total shares. Buying more miners, the share prices increase. So the thing about mining is you buy a miner today for $20,000, like the in Silicon super miner. Tomorrow, it's worth like 1/1000th less because it's being used, right? And then eventually what happens is it becomes obsolete. You got to throw it in garbage and pollute the environment. Where with staking, it's like you put your money up. So you can just put more money up, or you can just take your money out, right? So network protection. So You have, Bitcoin shares are the hash rate of the protocol. Hex shares, the market cap, is the value invested in the protocol. So it's the people's money is the value, and the people using it create more value. So Bitcoin miners have an advantage. So new miners have an advantage of older miners, where in Hex it's reversed. Older stakers have an advantage over new because the share price of Hex only goes up, basically. So yeah, new people have to buy shares at a higher price. So inflation, I just don't see code. Okay, so you can look at the contract address and you can find the code there. Security audits. So there's one, two, I think there's 2 or 3 security audits. And there's one by CoinFabric, and then there's a economics audit. So yeah, I would just go there and look at it, but it doesn't say anything about the algorithm. So it says hybrid proof of work and proof of stake. Where does the proof of work come from? Oh, the validators. Okay, so the validators would be, I guess, the proof of work. But yeah, I mean, I like this, right? Miners get paid more when other miners turn off their machines. Stakers get paid more when other stakers close their stakes. So here's the thing. You say you're going to stake for 5 years. In 2 years, the price goes up. You're like, I just want to cash out now. You cash out now. All of the coins that you were going to mint in that 5 years goes to everyone else, because they had diamond hands and you didn't. So you pay a penalty. All of your, minted coins gone, but maybe you keep your principal at 2.5 years. Cool. But maybe your principal went up 10x. That's why you're selling. And you're like, I don't want the interest because I'm up 10x and I just need to buy this Lambo, right? So everyone else sitting there staking is like, yo, give me his coins. So now we all get the coins dumped on us, and we have more coins, which increases what? Our ROI. So because I'm a long-term investor and a diamond handser myself, when it comes to quality assets, I would prefer this, right? When I buy a house for a rental property, I hold it. When I buy, like I buy a car, I hold it as long as possible. As long as this car can run, I'm buying it. I'm keeping it. So with Hex, it's like I just got to buy this coin one time, buy the T shares, and the price only goes up. As long as it only goes up, right? This is an amazing thing. So yeah, that's why I'm not buying shitcoins. So it's now a good time to buy Hex. Any shitcoins that you're YOLOing, no shitcoins that I'm YOLOing, because it's not crypto summer. I will start buying these meme coins and stuff, maybe for quick trades when everyone else is moving, like when the money is flowing, like when copious amounts of money is flowing. That's when I'm going to buy them. Right now, if you buy a shitcoin right now, you know where it's going? Down. So Hex is not open source. It's like Apple. It's closed source. But overall, like this mic, not open source. My laptop, not open source. My iPhone, not open source. My Android, not open source. I mean, my water bottle. Like, these are all owned by companies, right? Maybe the water bottle design is not open source, but everything that I own and use that is good is mostly closed source. Why? Because you want to have the best people on your team, and you got to be able to pay them to do that. You can't just have everything for free and everything works. So Bitcoin is not even... Bitcoin is a collection of open source softwares put together to make Bitcoin. However, Bitcoin is controlled by what? The Bitcoin programmers and the miners. So like there was the issue with the Blockstream guys where they were just like, we're not making the blocks bigger. So we're ceasing the throughput and making it terrible. You had Vitalik trying to say, I want to build on top of Bitcoin. And they were like, get out of here, Vitalik, get out of here. Right? And then he was like, okay, fine, I'll make Ethereum. So You're always going to have that. So, yeah, X is very similar to like owning a rental property, and just the way that the inflation works. I mean, Bitcoin, you got the halving. Bitcoin's going up. I just don't see Bitcoin going up better than Hex right now. Right? So that's all I got for now. So how it works. I wonder if that page looks good. So it's a blockchain certificate of deposit is what they're calling it. So CDs, I think CD market. Let's see. I'm guessing 7 billion, or I mean 7 trillion. Oh, okay. So the total savings in certificates, are these certificates though? Can you believe this? Look at this. The American government literally stopped counting savings in Corona because they knew they were going to print money. Oh my God. That's crazy. So it looks like there's $10 trillion in savings before the pandemic happened. Are you late? You are somewhat late, but I just bought like a month ago. So I still believe it. I think there's a 10x left, maybe a 100x left. So um look at this article here. Okay, so why Americans stuffed 154 billion into certificates of deposits last year, right? So as interest rates rise, we see how many savers are locking in the higher rates, flocking back into certificates of deposit. Left for dead nearly a decade, American savers turned CDs offered. They turned down basically, right? So they socked away 153 billion in CDs in 2018 alone, right? The best rate is 2.39%, and then the maturity boasts 3%. So they're locking in the higher rates, right? So the blockchain CD is the exact same thing. So now if you look at this account, you have 0.4% APY. So the APY on Hex is about 12% right now. So you're getting 12% APY. Okay, so yeah, you're not late. Yeah, I was talking to others about that. This decentralized world doesn't mean lack of leadership totally on the code. I don't know. I want to give my authority to the code. Just think of these. These young ones need to understand that decentralized is about the opportunity and availability. It's not about removing leadership to support roles. Yes, that's true. Imagine Bitcoin if we truly gave it up to people not ready yet to be given over with leadership. So the main issue with Bitcoin is the leadership. Um, they don't innovate. They haven't made it faster. Like they haven't made it better when they could have. Like they had the most amount of money to just work on Bitcoin. And then what would happen? People would get pissed. You lost Vitalik, right? You lost Roger Ver. You lost, the other guys. So like they all were like, this is dumb. Let me just make a better one. This is dumb. Let me just make a better one. You have Charlie Lee making Litecoin because it was Bitcoin. Like if all those people stayed together, Bitcoin would be an unbelievable beast. What's happened now is you got the main guys and you got the miners. That's it. That's it. So everyone who tries to build on Bitcoin gets mangled. So yeah, you look at the CDs. The highest appreciating asset. So yeah, crypto is the highest appreciating asset. Hex is up. It removes the middleman. So this is the main thing that I like. The main middleman in crypto is mostly the exchanges and the CEOs. So the exchanges are sitting there taking fees every single time. Like, and then look at Ethereum. Like Ethereum is taking your money. I've paid $5,000 in Ethereum fees on one wallet. For what? Like it's crazy. If I had just held, no fees. So you, by holding Hex, you're actually creating a habit of good behavior. And the behavior is hold long, right? Don't move your crypto around. Don't get hacked. Hold your private keys. Don't mess around. Don't get a virus because you're not on these DeFi platforms trying to mess around. Don't get rug pulled because you're trying to trade. Like it's actually just promoting good behavior. Now, if certificates of deposits of $154 billion was moved in certificates of deposits by Americans, why can't we move 154 billion a year? That's a year into things that actually make you money. And I think there's going to be a point where people realize how wrecked they are. And they say, I invested in this, and I invested in this, and I invested in this, and I invested in this. They're going to show that 9 times out of 10, they lost money. They made money on theta. That's it. So then what they're going to say is, well, who's performing? And there was a point where I heard that one of the big GBV apparently has a wallet and they've just been buying Hex like for weeks and months, right? And then so yeah, I think that Hex is the best version of Bitcoin because when you buy Bitcoin, um, when you buy Bitcoin, you just hold it. You don't get no yield. When you buy Hex, you get a yield. Even if it's 3%, it's a great yield. But right now it's 12%. And then if you stake for 5 years, it's like 100%. So like 20% per year. And then you have the weak hands. So when the weak hands dump on you, they're increasing your yield. And only 9% of the people are holding. So like this is, it says 40% on average, right? It's not right now for us. It's like 13. So 100% uptime. That's another thing. So it's never been hacked, never been rug pulled, never been scammed. 100% uptime on the website. If the website dies, you apparently can use the Ethereum contract. If the Ethereum contract dies, there's 4 other websites, I guess, where you can buy Hex. And you can buy it on decentralized exchanges. It's on Uniswap. It's even in Matic, right? The transparent trading. So you have Hex Vision showing you where the people are staking. It gives you tools. So like you go to hex.vision and you can see where people are staking. Like this is public information provided to you, where everywhere else you got to buy the information. So these are really good tools to help you just like get acclimated to the system and learn the system, so you can see when people got wrecked. Just 1 second. So I just want to read you some of the Hex whale bots just to give an example of what kind of yield you can get. I do like Alchemix. What they got? Didn't they get hacked? Is it called Hex Whalebot? What the heck happened to the Whalebot? Oh my gosh. It got it got it got banned. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you have this Hex Whalebot. Let's see if it's still working. 18 minutes ago. Okay. So look at this person here. This person here staked for this person here, staked for basically 15 years, right? Staked for 15 years. He served 224 days. So in 224 days, he probably has gains. So let's say coin. Now let's go. Trading view. So what, he staked, what, 8 months? So you got to do what you're going to say you're going to do. So this guy, he's like, yeah, I'm going to be nine hands. I'm going to hold for 15 years. Okay, cool. So he puts his coin in for 15 years. He put in, you know, probably 200,000 coins. Then what happens? Do I like liquidity? I like the no. I like the platform. Don't like the coin. On day one, I thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and then I realized that they just dump 99,000 coins a day on you, and it goes to them, and then they just dump the coins on you every single day, and it's been decreasing every day, and like they're driving the price to like 0. Okay, so this guy here, this, you know, crypto noob, right? He staked, actually it should be able to show the day. Let's go to this guy's wallet. So he got 6 grand. So this guy cashed out, he got mangled on the fees, and he got 6 grand to his name today. So now let's go back and see what the original stake was. That's 5 days, 81 days. So let's go to the next page. So this is all on the blockchain, right? So this is stake end. So let's check where he started. Looks like dude's trading wide open. Okay, so this person started their stake 224 days ago, and it was $5 grand. Yeah. So we got his money at least. So he staked 5 grand. He pulled out 6 grand. So he at least got his money back with the crazy penalties, which he like lost all these coins. However, the penalty is 146,000x. So that 146,000x goes to all of the people that were staking, and then he keeps his money. So because Hex has gone up, he actually didn't lose any money. He just lost coins. So that's good. Where else can you do that? But you look at this chart, it looks a lot better than the Bitcoin chart. Let's do 1 year. Still looks sketchy. It still looks like half of a, you know, Head and Shoulders or whatever. Still looks sketchy, but at least it's up a lot more. So you're starting, you're going up, pumped. Let me calculate this. Pulse chain. It's not out yet. So from September 20 to now, you're looking at 9,000-ish% return in 291 days. So you 9x your money in 291 days. What did Bitcoin do in 291 days? Probably similar. 6x. So, but you didn't get more coins, right? You didn't get any yield. So that's where the big money is in. So Pulse Chain is made by Richard Hart. So Pulse Chain is a fork of Ethereum, and it's going to be run similar to Binance Chain, and apparently it's going to be like so cheap it's going to be almost free to operate on layer 1. So Richard Hart is trying to prove that he's a better project manager than the Ethereum core team, and he can just fork Ethereum and fork Ethereum, make it proof of stake, come up with all the coins, literally just like copy the whole blockchain, make it better and faster and cheaper, and maybe he can. And then maybe everyone starts running on Pulse Chain. So if he's able to do that, there will be a Pulse Hex. There'll be a Pulse everything. There'll be a Pulse version of every single coin that we have on the blockchain that is compatible. The coins that aren't compatible won't be on there. And then they'll have prices. So will they have the exact same price? They should, but we don't know if they are going to have the exact same price. But yeah, that guy wrecked himself. So I'm excited for Pulse Chain. Now Pulse Chain could just move like Ethereum, because what if some guy goes, yo, there's this chain called Pulse, and it's doing what Ethereum said they were going to do 5 years ago. Why don't we just buy Pulse? Like, that could happen. So, payout per T shares, 5 billion staked. So one person just staked 100,000 for 3,400 days. Another person just staked 300,000 or sold 300,000 on Uniswap. Like, there are people buying and selling big dollars, 5 million US dollars just staked for 10 days. Like, people are going off. Okay, so 10 million hex just ended stake, $600,000 in interest. The ROI was 72% ROI, 55% APY, 7 million hex, and they served 480 days. Like, you can't, how do you get better than that? So this person made 55% annual interest, right? And he did 480 days. So we started here. Oops. So let's do that again. Dude made money. I think he made money. So 480 days is about oops. Yeah, it's probably something crazy. Okay, there we go. So 480 days. 85,000% return. 85,000% return. Wow. So 85x. No, 850x. 850x. So yeah, 90x. I mean, could. I'm looking for 100x. I'm looking for 100x. I think I'm gonna get at least 10x, and we'll see. Maybe we get a Urus out of it, Lamborghini Urus. So I think we're done this stream for today. Thank you, everyone. I think we got the point. So overall, the market is looking at least a lot better than it was a couple weeks ago. You got the Hex Whale bot there. You got the Hex Vision that you can go check out. What I would do is I would learn about staking ladders. You need to learn about staking ladders because most people stake all or nothing. what you can do is you can stake, 10% of your coins or 30% of your coins, spread them out, and yeah, over time, I think you're going to have a really good time with these coins. And yeah, so right now, my only new coin that I'm looking at is Formation Finance. The rest is just Ethereum, Polkadot, Solana, Kusama. So stay positive, stay in the market. We're probably going to have a little bit more volatility coming on. We're going to have some more news, like good and bad news. But overall, we know that the crypto community is anti-fragile. You can't just shut us down. You can't just, stop us. No matter what, you're going to find a way. Um, I'm going to be depositing some more money soon. I got out of the military last year, so they're going to give me a nice little going away present that I want to invest in crypto, and things are going to continue to go. So, um, as of right now, I think that there's a lot of downside risk in Bitcoin, but it's a lot less than before. I know I've seen videos of influencers who were like, I had to sell some Bitcoin, and then the next day they were like, the reason why I had to sell is because I was going to get liquidated. So that means that we're almost at the pain point where if they push us down a little bit more, you can liquidate a group of people, right, and shoot it down, and then you can buy that dip. So I'll be buying more hex, hopefully on a dip. I don't want to chase it up. I'll be looking at Pulse Chain. Um, you got to wait until all the chains. What I think is Pulse Chain is going to be the new Binance. So like where all the scams are on Binance, they're going to put them on Pulse Chain because it's faster and cheaper and whatever. And new people are sensitive to fees, so they'll go to Pulse Chain. But yeah, overall, I think it's good, and crypto, we just got to continue. So if you got any more ideas of videos, let me know, and then we got to do a Helium Q&A because we have a very knowledgeable Helium user and blockchain developer. So let's get that information out. Let's learn how we can do the trifecta of miners and earn more with just 3 miners, because my 3 miners, they weren't really making money until I had about 7. So yeah, overall, I think the it's solid. Just keep grinding. Don't give up. Don't get scammed. Don't get scammed. Don't get rug pulled. Pull your coins off of the exchanges, not your keys, not your coins. Learn how to use MetaMask. Learn how to get a hardware wallet. Learn how to control the coins yourself. I used to trust Binance. For the last 3 years, I did trust Binance because when ERC20 tokens became mainnet tokens, Binance would automatically do it for you. Now you can't trust Binance because your personal government might shut them down and say, get my people off your website. And now you're stuck. So just learn, you need to be able to control your own coins, control your own custody, learn how to not get hacked. Don't, have your private keys on your laptop. Have positive control. So other than that, you're going to be safe, right? You're going to be safe. So take care, everyone. We'll do another video in a couple days. I'm going to try and get them out more often, maybe twice a week, and just update people. So thank you very much. My name is Sam. It's GSK Wealth Builders. If you want to check out what I use and what software I use, gskwealthbuilders.com/gifts. You can follow me on Twitter. Turn your notifications on, like, share, and subscribe. Take care.